What up, everyone? This is the one, the only, the Comic Outlaw, and I'm bringing you Salvation Run, Issue 2. Yes, the supervillains have been rounded up, captured, and without judge, jury, or anything like that, they are stranded on another planet, fighting for survival. Who will live? Who will die? And who will just end up on the ground crying? We'll find out right now. Salvation Run, y'all. 2007, 2008, kind of like right before the final crises. Look that up. And we lead off with our supervillains fighting for survival as these creatures, like they're stuck on a planet where these creatures just keep on attacking and attacking and attacking and attacking. And there seems to be no letting up. Now, when they were rounded up, they were supposed to be sent to a peaceful planet, evidently. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. They have been sent to another planet, a strange planet, a planet where combat is constant and survival is the only key. Now we have a bunch of different characters here. We have a bunch of C-listers, B-listers, and I believe that's Hellcat on the floor, bleeding. It's okay. I think he gets a few lives, so he dies, he dies. And these guys are coming to grips with what exactly the planet is, how exactly they're going to live, and who exactly they're going to follow. And it's just funny, the guys are just like, well, let's just leave him. You know, because these are villains. These aren't heroes, you know. They're like, well, screw this guy. He's pretty much outlived his use. But the girls have other ideas. And the girls are actually, in the end, a little bit more sinister than the guy. You gotta love a good villainess. And I love this. They decide to take him. They drag him for a little bit. And then they eventually get pawned by a bunch of other weird-looking creatures. And this is the part where they're like, alright, let's dump him. We got ourselves some live bait here. And while they're munching the hell out of him, we'll just get away. Yep. Those that fall behind get left behind. Ah, villain's life for me. But it just proves how ruthless these people are to survive and what they're willing to do in order to live another day on this planet. I love that they just throw that guy there and they just chomp down on him. And they just run off and merrily as could be. And this is the way it is in this world. Don't expect no Super Friend hugs or Justice League powwows. This is the villains, y'all. And as camp continues, the Joker sees that he has a little admirer. And this little guy says that he wants to kill the Joker and wear his skin. You know, something like that. He worships him. He idolizes him. And the Joker doesn't really seem too interested. You know, he's never been a man to have Robin. You know what he does to Robins. Splat. But anyways, this guy starts to get everyone together. I do believe his name is Simon. You can see a version of him in Young Justice. He starts rambling on the speech that we need to make this society together. We need to bring this back up. We can put ourselves on top, and we can make our own cities. We can live our lives here. We just need to gather together and build, and then the women will reproduce. As men are allowed to put seed in them, one or two. And he's just going off these grand designs, and you can tell the women aren't with it. And he's just going on and on. And no one's hearing this because no one wants to do this. These guys work together. They want to get the hell out of here. Or destroy something. The Joker just capitalizes on this and just BAM! Crushes him with a rock. And this is the way it is here. Joker represents the savage nature of this planet. Just coming down and smashing Simon and smashing Simon. I guess Simon says die, huh? And he beats him into a bloody pulp until there's really nothing left of him. Man, he really made some brain pudding, didn't he? You gotta love that. And this is where the teams start to get divided. Where it's logic versus savagery. Animal instinct versus human ingenuity. And the Joker best represents this savage nature that we all have. this follow me or die mentality, where Luther and his company are starting to build and add on to it. But as we're going back, we start to see a flashback, where and when they kind of talk to Luther, they kind of have a pep talk with him, letting him know what's going on, why he's getting sent there, just the whole kit and caboodle, and then boom, he's gone. And it would be like that too. Luther would probably be one of the last ones they round up. I mean, a man with his connections, his power, they would actually have to take everyone else out before they take him out. And probably they'd have to capture him quickly. But as he stands there, Luther, being Luther, vows vengeance, vows that he will come back, vows that he will destroy them and rain misery on anyone that put him in this situation. For that is the way of Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor always finds a way. But this group of humans are teleported there, Lex Luthor and company. And Lex Luthor, if Joker represents the savagery of this place, Luthor represents the intellectual mind. And as Simon tried to eloquently put it, sometimes you need to band together to survive. Except Simon was delusional and he was a complete moron. But anyways, Luthor touches down. He lands. And of course, Luthor does what Luthor does best. And he begins making a grandiose play to take over. He wants to get out. He understands that we need to get out. He needs to get as many villains out and get himself out as soon as possible. And the only way to do that is for them to somewhat work together. For him to form a plan. For him and the other scientists to form a plan. They have some of the greatest scientific minds of all time there. They have to find a way out. There is no way in hell Lex is going to spend his life trapped on this planet without vengeance upon those who stuck him there in the first place. That is just not Lex's style. Where Joker just wants to fight, kill, and basically be a savage and survive on this planet, Luthor wants to find a way out. And this is where the divide's going to be between the logical and the savage. But good old President Luthor makes his speech and gets those who kind of see his way and see his play and see his vision. He gets his own team together. And so for now, both sides seem to be working towards the same goal. But how long will that last? How long before these combustible elements explode? We'll find out the next time. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Laters.